General Hospital will reveal exciting developments on Friday, January 10, 2025. First, after the devastating explosion at Sunny's apartment, everything seems to fall apart for Carly as she sees Michael in critical condition. The numerous wounds on her son's body, his pale face, and the quiet beeping of machines in the ICU tear Carly's heart apart. Nothing can describe the pain of a mother confronting the fragility of her child's life. She stands there, frozen, her eyes filled with unspeakable agony, while her heart is filled with fear that Michael may never come back to her. Sunny, standing beside her, cannot hide his inner turmoil. Although he tries to appear strong, every line on his face reflects the torment and burning determination in his heart. He squeezes Carly's hand, promising in a deep but firm voice that he will find the person responsible for this tragedy. Sunny's comfort is Carly's only anchor during those terrifying hours. She has no choice but to trust him, clinging to his promise that justice will be served and Michael will not be harmed in vain. In the days that follow, Carly and Sunny embark on a painful yet determined journey together. Carly, who had distanced herself from Sunny due to past conflicts and pain, now finds herself unable to separate from him. They plan to uncover the truth, following the faint traces left by the person behind the explosion. In each shared moment of pain and anger, they realize that the connection between them, which they thought had been broken, is strangely being healed. Carly feels Sunny's strength, not just in his words but in the unwavering look in his eyes whenever he speaks of avenging Michael. Sunny is not only her comfort, but also her companion, the one who understands her better than anyone else. Their cooperation is not only based on hatred toward their enemy but also the rebirth of a relationship thought to be lost. In moments when it seemed impossible to go on, it was their bond that gave Carly back hope, not only for Michael, but also for herself and her stormy relationship with Sunny. Second, Diane and Martin meet outside, where the quiet atmosphere of the coffee shop is quickly overshadowed by a tense air. The confrontation between the two lawyers, which had been simmering through court sessions, erupts as they engage in a direct argument. Diane, with her sharp wit, constantly criticizes what she sees as Willow's wrongdoings. She focuses on Willow's infidelity, an act Diane believes shattered not only family relationships but also caused deep harm to Michael. Willow's decision to take the child to Washington without consulting Michael is seen by Diane as a clear example of selfishness and irresponsibility. Martin, while not showing any outward anger, counters each of Diane's points with arguments as sharp and heavy as a counterattack. He dismisses Diane's accusations, arguing that what she presents is insufficient to prove Willow's wrongdoing. Martin emphasizes that Willow did not act with the intention to harm anyone but was merely trying to protect her child in a tense situation. He opposes Diane's exaggerated claims, seeing them as an unfair and personal strategy to sway the balance in favor of Michael. The atmosphere between them grows heavier as Diane presses on with her arguments, clearly determined to defend her client. She asserts that Willow's actions not only hurt Michael but also placed the child in an unstable environment, something she believes is unacceptable. Each of Diane's words strikes like a knife, forcing Martin to respond with counterpoints just as sharp. Martin, on the other hand, holds firm in his view that Willow's actions stemmed from the circumstances and pressures she faced, not from malice or irresponsibility. He skillfully points out that Diane's judgment overlooks the bigger picture, where Willow, too, is a mother enduring considerable hardship. Martin's rebuttals not only defend his client but also show his steadfastness in the face of criticism. The argument between Diane and Martin not only reflects the opposition between the two sides in the divorce case but also represents a clash of principles and differing viewpoints. Despite the absence of shouting or harsh words, the atmosphere between them is suffocating, filled with covert but intense conflicts. The tension is not only in each argument but also visible in their sharp eyes and determined postures as they continue to defend their positions to the end. Third, upon hearing about Michael's tragic accident, Willow cannot deny the turmoil in her heart. Although she is concerned about Michael's condition, she realizes that this is an opportunity she can seize to gain custody of the child, something she has always desired but hasn't been able to achieve. Believing that Michael will not be able to fully focus or resist in his current state, Willow starts planning to ensure she has the upper hand in the legal battle. Willow quickly gathers all relevant documents, from evidence of her role in taking care of and raising the child to arguments showing that, in his current condition, Michael is no longer capable of fully assuming the responsibilities of fatherhood. She doesn't hesitate to contact Martin to discuss a detailed strategy, asking him to prepare a solid legal file, emphasizing her important role in her child's life. In addition to strengthening her legal case, Willow quickly reorganizes her life to present a perfect image in the eyes of the court. She searches for a more suitable home where the child can grow up in a safe and stable environment. Willow also makes sure to capture sweet moments with her child, moments she believes will help her case. Fourth, Rick has always believed that Alexis, with her sharp legal skills and experience, could be the key to helping Ava secure the inheritance from the Cassadine family. He hopes that, despite their strained relationship, Alexis will agree to help, not just for Ava's sake but also for the potential benefit of maintaining good terms with the Cassadine family. However, Rick never anticipated the strong impact his actions in the previous trial would have on Alexis. Alexis, who has always protected her children at all costs, feels immense anger when recalling how Rick and Ava targeted Christina during the trial. The harsh and personal attacks not only hurt Christina but also made Alexis feel betrayed, especially since Rick, someone who had once been close to her, sided with Ava. For Alexis, this is not just a legal matter, but an intrusion into her family and the values she holds dear. This anger leads Alexis to not want to get involved in any further issues with Ava. She knows Ava's character well, someone willing to do anything to achieve her goals, including dragging others into complex and dangerous disputes. Alexis does not want to expose herself or her children to any further consequences from Ava's schemes, especially after the tensions caused by the trial. Rick, despite trying to convince her, realizes that Alexis has made up her mind. She not only refuses to help but also emphasizes that she will not involve herself in any matters related to the Cassadine family's inheritance. For Alexis, keeping her distance from Ava and Rick is not only a way to protect Christina but also a necessary choice to avoid getting caught up in the dangerous intrigues, something she is all too familiar with from living in the shadows of the Cassadine family. Finally, Cyrus stands in the shadows, quietly listening to Isaiah's pointed remarks, where suspicions are openly voiced. Every sharp word feels like a knife, hinting that Cyrus may be connected to horrific crimes. The tension in the room rises as Isaiah presses his point, his words not only an accusation but a warning. Cyrus knows he is no longer an outsider in the eyes of others. The doubts have become clear enough for him to understand that the veil hiding the truth is now terrifyingly thin. Cyrus's footsteps break the silence as he steps out of the shadows. His presence fills the room like an invisible storm. All eyes immediately turn toward him, fear visible on every face. Without a word, Cyrus feels the wave of panic spreading. His cold gaze sweeps across the room, enough to make everyone aware that he has heard everything. Realizing that he is suspected doesn't unsettle Cyrus. On the contrary, it serves as a wake-up call, sharpening his alertness. Cyrus is not one to be cornered easily, and what he's heard only strengthens his resolve to take control of the situation. He understands that, with rumors already spreading, every action of his will be scrutinized. He needs to act quickly and decisively, not only to dispel the doubts but also to restore his standing, which is now in jeopardy. Cyrus's unexpected appearance not only freezes Isaiah with worry but also makes everyone in the room feel the unseen threat he brings. Cyrus, with his confident yet dangerous demeanor, doesn't need to speak, but his presence alone makes the entire space heavy with silence. He is not someone easily defeated, and now, knowing that he is under suspicion, Cyrus is ready for a new confrontation where control and power will be his main weapons to protect the secrets he is determined to keep hidden.